What's going on, real ones? BCHQ, and I'm back, but I'm not doing a reaction. I posted a video earlier today to let you know that I'm coming back with that original battle rap content. That's what I first did on this channel, or one of the very first things I did, and that's how I gained my first lot of following. And as I said, I went off battle rap for a number of years. I felt like the style and a lot of the vets and that, and a lot of the newer battlers that come in, I just weren't feeling. So I kind of lost interest in it. But I started watching some stuff today out of the blue, and it's reignited the fire, man. So I want to get back into doing that sort of content. And I said I weren't sure when I was going to come back, with what card or whatnot. So I went on URL. Just I ain't been doing my homework, so I had to see what's popping and what's happening at the moment. And we got Nome 10 coming up. So I don't know if this is a full list. Let me know if there's any more battles on the flyer. But the one I saw, this was the lineup for it. So we got Mike P versus the Saga. Mike P's one of my favourites, man. Love his style, punch heavy, the cadence he's got, the aggression, and just the stage performance. And the Saga, obviously he's a bit of a controversial one with like his beliefs and that, and like the religious side of it. I'm not too mad on the Saga. I've seen a few of his battles that I've liked and a few that I haven't. So he's a bit kind of hit and miss for me. So I'm going to go with Mike P on that one. I'll say 2-1 Mike P. John the Don versus Ill Will. Fuck with both of these heavy. Never used to be that big on John, but he's definitely won me over. Just absolutely murdered, what's his name? What's his name? Can't remember his bloody name. I have to come back to it, but with a chain and that, he threw it in the crowd. And Ill Will, another fire one that goes under a lot of people's radars, I think. Like, he does get his props, but I don't think he gets the props that he should get. This is going to be a fire battle. This could even be battle of the night for me. I could see it going 2-1 either way. I definitely don't think it would be a 3-0 either way. Definitely not. I'm going to go with John, but I feel it could go either way. But John for the 2-1. Geechee Gotti versus Verb. A-Verb. Gotti, another one, a bit like the Saga, totally different style, but for me, some battles I think he's fire, and other battles it doesn't really hit for me. A-Verb's one of my favourites. I have seen a few of his that I haven't been feeling that much, but more often than not he comes with it for me. So this, if Gotti's on it like he can be, it should be fire. But I'm going to go with Verb 2-1. Daylight versus Tay-Rock. Daylight I fuck with heavy. I watch all his vlogs, and I used to hate Daylight as a battle rapper, but since getting to know him outside of battle rap in terms of watching his videos and understanding him more, he's the reason today as well. I was watching some of his stuff, and I went back and watched some of his battles, and that's what reignited the fire. And as I said, he was one of the ones I used to I couldn't take him serious because of all the gimmicks and that. But since learning about him and why he did the gimmicks and everything, I get it. And now going back to it, like, he reignited the fire for me. So Daylight versus Tay-Rock. Tay-Rock, he's the face of URL, innit? But to me, he's one-dimensional. He's just gun bars. Now, that might be controversial. I don't give a shit, man. That's what he is to me. And I'm not saying he's whack at that, but to me, being one-dimensional is not good enough. So he's got the stage presence and that, and he's got the punchlines with the gun bars, but Daylight's a different kettle of fish, man, and in music as well. If you don't know about Daylight's music, come on. You're slipping. So I'll go with Daylight. I'm going 3-0 Daylight. I don't care what you've got to say. 3-0 Daylight. Get in your feelings, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to piss people off, but that's how I feel. If you can't take that, then that's your problem. But 3-0 Daylight. And then Lux versus Surf. Now you're going to get pissed off. You think you was going to get pissed off about the Tay-Rock stuff I just said? I don't rate Surf and I don't rate Lux. I probably don't hate Lux as much as I used to. I don't hate him, I've just never rated him. I'm currently watching Loaded Lux and Hollow the Don against Chess and Tay-Rock. That's a 3-0 to Loaded Lux and Hollow the Don. But Lux for me, I just don't see what people see in him, man. Like, he's got his style. If people fuck that, then I get that. But for me, it's not for me, innit? I've never been impressed with it, really. So I'm not denying that he's a veteran in the scene or what he's done for battle rap, but for me, stylistically, it's not what I'm interested in. And Surf, I've just never rated him, man. I've never checked, like people said to check his music. I think I checked something out before. And I've heard worse in him, but even the music, man, I'm just not feeling or seeing what other people are seeing. So as a main event for me, if this is the main event, I believe it is. Yeah, man, I would have had either Daylight, Tay-Rock or John John and Ill Will as the main event personally, but it is what it is, man. Lux or Surf? I'm going to give it to Lux 2-1. As I said, I don't really fuck with either of them, so I'm not really too fussed on how that goes. But I'll go 2-1 Lux. But let me know what have I been missing out on, guys. I don't even know. I can't even remember the last battle rap card I did. It was years ago. And I'll be interested to see how many of you guys from the original battle rap stuff that used to leave comments if you guys are still hanging about. But yeah, man, that's Nome 10. I think it's the 7th of next month. I can't remember the date exactly. I forgot to write it down, but I believe it's the 7th. And it's free, apparently. I don't know what caffeine is. It says it's free on caffeine. I don't know if that's an app or... Let me know what caffeine is, because I haven't looked it up. But I'm going to try catch it. If I don't, obviously I'm going to have to wait till they upload it, and that can take time with URL, man. They go years by sometimes, but hopefully we'll get a few of them momentum ones where Smack delivers about 2 or 3 in multiple days, but we'll have to wait and see. But Nome 10, let me know your predictions in the comments as well. And yeah, man, I'm getting back into this battle rap, so leave me some suggestions on some battles, even if it's smaller rap battle leagues, because of fire battles of the last year or so, or maybe last year and a half, because I ain't watched it really. So let me know, man, and I'll check it out. Shout out to everyone supporting, man, and I'll speak to you soon. They don't want to fuck with the real ones.